I've decided to live out loud in the public even more because secrets are what kill relationships, both romantic and friends and communities. And we do not get together as a community that often anymore. When I was a kid, people would visit, you knew your neighbors, all this kind of stuff. Now we're so freaking fractured. We're so fractured that we have become desensitized to what real life actually looks and feels like for some people. You know, we just think everything's something on the screen, or that, you know, when you see something that, you know, somebody else in that person's life will take care of it. Well, anyways, I'm here to just share a little bit. So today I want to share a peek at what it's like to deal with Alex when he's in the midst of a giant PTSD episode. This is the longest one that he has ever had. It's been like 2 weeks. Thankfully, he's at home in Alabama, you know, staying out of trouble, you know, just with his demons that hopefully he will eventually begin to face. When he's not in a state, he's a completely different person. And I know he's in a state right now. The thing is, I don't know if he's going to come out of it. And I want to add that I'm really concerned about Trump trying to bring back forced institutionalism, because even though Alex would probably benefit from some time somewhere, not if it was forced. It would break him. It would absolutely break him, given his history of having his freedom repeatedly taken away in the past. So the thing with Alex is he is going to have to get help when he is ready for help. The problem we are having is that because we are living together, mostly I, sometimes Carl, you know, Carl's not around all the time, but I have to weather his storms. And I am tired of being a punching bag because it is taking a toll on me. Especially this past month, having such extreme drama with both guys at the same time, you know, I am over here thanking God, you know, for cracking me open, because this is apparently what it takes for me to set even stronger boundaries with them and to take some time for myself, because I had been on the fence back and forth. Let me go back home to Alabama so I can go to Alex's appointments with him and stuff like that, because I know, like, he tried to go to some on his own the other day. He flipped out. He couldn't do it. You know, I know he needs that, but you know what? No, I have to take care of me first. So I'm staying in Florida most of this month. And Carl, Alex, and I are all officially on a break right now. You know, like, we're spending time apart, still communicating, but we're spending time apart so that we, especially me, can think about what we actually want. Because what I don't want is what I have been having for the last 2 years with Alex, and for the last 15 or 18 with Carl. I don't want those things. Fuck it. I'm moving to Japan. I'm going to go find a fucking opportunity. I am moving to fucking Japan. I'm going to go work on studying the things that I want to study and focus on my career and my growth. I'm so tired of being chained to people that don't fucking prioritize me and all that kind of shit. It is not enough. It is not enough to be in a relationship with someone and for them to just provide a roof over your head. That's not enough. People need connection. They need intimacy. You know, they need respect. All right. Now, this is the latest message that Alex has shared with both me and Carl. Like, you know, we all have our private chats in Telegram, and then we have group chats in Telegram for the three of us so we can communicate. Well, yesterday, Alex sends this to both me and Carl. Carol, I cannot put in VA claim. Talking about VA has led to arguments since Florida more than a year ago. I made you my healthcare proxy at that time. Reason why, revocation. June 9th, escapades led to last four of my social on June 17th. On July 10th, you called 988 crisis line, which led to mental health calls, emergency dispatcher call, and automated calls from VA, and VA saying I had appointments July 18th. Why? It's not that I can't forgive. It's hurtful that you're gaslighting the situation, and now this letter of intent is the final ultimatum. I don't appreciate that this is you're helping me. You say you're afraid of me, and I have a condition. Please stop. No, we both can't. Carol, dealing with VA is stressful, and you stated that it's stressful. You know what my expectations were going to VA. Physical ailments are okay for VA. I tell you I have serious problem and grievance with VA mental health. From May 2024 until May 9th, 2025, you've been trying to have VA see me and document. Yes, a long time. I tell you my worst fears and you proceed to fulfill them. Today, July 30th, 2025, we get into argument again over June 9th, Gadsden. Carol, you were inside the VA shortly around 1 p.m. that day. I went back inside and told you I was done. You sent message saying it's just a video call. I sent terrible message saying I'm not going back in. You texted you wanted them to see me in that state. You texted they were calling. Why didn't you leave? You said they should have called the police. Carol, you would not let me leave and meddled in my affairs. Please don't defend Dr. Levitt. Carl, I'm upset that Carol started making appointments for me in conjunction with VA staff without my permission or knowledge. Carol asked for my last four on June 17th, told me about Dr. Levitt, asking for her phone number to set up appointments for me. I'm the patient. I'm the one that makes the appointments, not some ego trip doctor with his harebrained recommendations. Please don't do things behind my back and then yell at me and say I'm an abuser and you're just trying to help. Calling 988 wasn't helpful, and you stating that you were in fear for your life isn't a harmonious relationship. July 9th, I asked how you were that day, and you said I had to do something with the lawyer, leading to a huge argument and us basically breaking up. I could have and should have left on July 9th, but stayed because... And the morning of July 10th, you called the crisis line. Why? Morning. I'm afraid you're going to call, again fictitiously. Why didn't you leave me alone? Why did you bother me? And then why I told you to leave me alone, you wouldn't. You were trying to be nice, playing music. By the time we walked by my car, you were saying you were going to call the crisis line. I can't trust you, Carol. We get into arguments and they escalate, leaving you and Carl in Florida while I was yelling at you to stop talking about a subject you talked about for 10 or 15 minutes, about the lawyer, until I became sarcastic and then serious. I asked you how many man hours you had put into the case, and then I said, go ahead, you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it already. Caused us to break up once. I don't need to leave yelling because you wouldn't stop talking about an upsetting subject. Revocation of healthcare proxy will be completed before your scheduled return. This has been upsetting for all of us. My statement for revoke will be incident of June 9th resulting in Dr. Levitt's circumvention of the patient. July 10th incident with phone call to crisis line and the pressure to file VA claim. If I were going to make a claim and have you as my caregiver, I'll do it on my own. Stop. I'm the veteran patient. I was and am taking care of lawyer stuff. This is a difficult case. I have called 3 law firms already. 2 law firms have told me, yes, what happened is against the law. FBI status for accepting insurance money from Oxford, Florida accident fraud. Yes, the collections from Revco should have been something that was taken care of in itself is legal malpractice. So in a nutshell, any law firm or lawyer who takes my case has a shitload of paperwork. Not only have ethical rules been broken, but federal laws have been violated. I tried Anderson Oxford law firms, however, when my parents arrive, I'll expand my search radius. My parents should arrive tomorrow, and they'll be assisting me with my legal stats. Carol, we both need to calm down and have a break from each other. I'm back in Alabama, and Monday night, Carol asked for the code sent to my phone. She was logging into my VA account, told her to stop talking about VA, and I was upset about things. Tuesday, she sends links again for VA. I text, stop talking about VA stuff. Today, you sent links again and told me you were going to Japan. I need time, and I'll keep you updated if I need my things from Ohio. Carl understands, and I'm sure he'll let me get them from Bell Fountain. The VA caregiver stuff causing the ultimatum letter of intent. It's not about the fucking caregiver state, you fucking shithead. You said you're gonna run out of money in October, you goddamn dumbass. I'm trying to help you get what you need to fucking survive. You can't fucking live with me forever, especially with your fucking crazy ass shit if we're broken up. Now are you? God damn. This man is so fucking dumb when he's in a fucking state. I need time, and I'll keep you updated if I need my things from a blah, 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 blah. My parents will be at Holiday Inn near here. I'll be with them when they come, and at the hotel while they're here attending to my acquisition of an attorney. Carl, this pains me. You have supported Carol's decision, and I understand that I came in this relationship as Polly. I haven't wanted to cause harm or take advantage of Mr. and Miss Record. Carol, it hurts right now. You're in Florida. I'm in Alabama, and Carl's in Ohio. I'll keep you updated on my ... You have location access to my whereabouts. I'm staying out of trouble, and I'm expecting my parents tomorrow. Carl, thanks for everything. I don't want to leave your wife, but we need a break. I'm going to break your face is what I'm fucking do. I swear to God. So first, this man when in his right mind, puts me down as his fucking healthcare proxy because he knows he fucking loses his mind. But when he loses his mind, he fucking forgets that he fucking loses his mind and that he trusts me. And dear God, it's the most fucking frustrating bullshit ever. The VA is a complete and utter waste of time and bullshit. We are asking patients to go to their abuser for help. Alex has written multiple times in the last few weeks about killing himself or other people. I know that he is usually just all talk, but it has been really intense. And so, yes, I have been scared for his life and for my life. The night that I called the crisis line, I was sick in bed. He came into the room to check on me, and he asked me if it was physical, mental, emotional, and I told him it was a little bit of everything, but that's mostly physical. But I was having a lot of anxiety over some things I needed to do, and I was having anxiety that he hadn't proceeded with his case yet, with his legal case, because I have to hear about it and suffer his fucking bullshit every goddamn day that he doesn't take care of it. And it's been going on. The damn accident was over a year ago. And the legal stuff kind of turned wrong back in like March or something like that. Anyways, all I am doing is sharing my anxiety. You know, he seemed like I thought he was in a good state because it's the first time he's ever asked me, is it physical? Is it mental? You know, like, and I'm just like, you know, and I'm not even putting any pressure on him. But the sheer fact that I even hinted at it, sent him over the fucking edge. He spent 7 fucking hours sitting in like a little room in the fucking garage on the phone with his fucking mother. And, you know, I went and checked on him a few times because he had written something that was really fucking awful. He wrote something that was really awful. It included, you know, mentioning self-harm and things like that. So I check on him a few times to make sure he's okay. And also, like, what's going on? Because he told me that he talked to me when he was done with his mom. Well, he never talked to me. I give up and I'm like, fuck it. I'll just, you know, go have dinner with Carl and I'll go to bed early. I wake up in the middle of the night around 11 or 12 and I hear his voice yelling. Now, I now know that was a psychic thing. Psychically, we can get messages like that. I knew it wasn't actually Alex, but at the time I wasn't sure. But psychically, we can get messages like that. You know, it's spirits trying to help us to do something. Or it could have been Alex calling out to me in his sleep. Anyways, I search the house. I go into mama bear mode. I'm like, where's my cub at? I had been mad at him for his behavior, but now I'm worried about him. Where is my cub at? Where is he at? You know, I search the house. I go outside to the garage, which is a detached garage. I walk around the yard. His car's still there, but I can't find him. Like, where is he at? And after I make the first full loop, I start to panic. And so then I pick up my phone. And then I become audible and I start walking around. I go back in the garage. I start saying his name and I hear him. And then I find him asleep on the garage concrete floor. He had a pillow and a blanket. I sit down next to him and I rub his back to soothe him. And I tell him I love him and he blows me a kiss, you know, or whatever. And I just sit there with him for a little bit. But my fucking cat came in and got on a shelf and fucking triggered the fuck out of him because it sounded like she was about to knock shit up. So that got him up. He went outside agitated. And then I thought that maybe a music or song, because that's what he does for me. He'll play music for me and stuff, would be nice. But instead, it set him off. He goes towards his car, yelling and screaming, talking about me he's accusing me of continuing to talk about Logan Doss and his court, the legal stuff. I did not mention it at all. The only thing I ever said was in the morning, I was talking about what I was feeling sick about. He goes to the back of his car and starts to act like he's going to punch his back window. And then he acts like he's going to put his head through his back window. And then he gets in his car and starts to back up and drive away. So I pull my phone out and start to record because I'm going to document his behavior. for his sake and, professional sake if it ever comes to that. But at least for his sake. The problem that Alex has is he won't face his demons. He knows, and he has approved of me documenting him in the past. But he's too afraid to look at them. He's too afraid to look at, he can't face himself. He's not going to get over this, but that's what he's going to have to do. That's what I had to do. That was my biggest motivator for me recovering from PTSD. I started looking at photos and a few videos and voice recordings, and I could hear my voice was not my own. I could see that I looked like a zombie and all the other kind of stuff. And it took that hard look to actually motivate me enough to make major changes in my life. Well, I don't know if and when Alex is ever going to get there. He definitely needs professional help. And at this point, I'm just going to have to pay out of pocket for someone. I may try setting up a GoFundMe or something to see if I can help with this, because I'm over here. I am literally about to start an OnlyFans page so that I can fucking raise money to fucking help this man and to help some of my other friends and to fucking pay for fucking shit that I need to take care of, because God knows, I don't fucking, I don't know what's going to happen with me and Carl. I don't know what's going to happen with Carl. And even if Carl and I do stay together, I still need money to fucking take care of fucking Alan. I'm not going to fucking have Carl he doesn't mind. Carl has said that he doesn't mind. But I will not have my husband financially supporting my boyfriend. I'll go fucking whore myself out first. So, if anybody wants to join my OnlyFans, send me a message and I'll send you the link. I don't even know how it works. I've never actually been on the website. I'm going to go sign up for an account today. But I have a friend that has managed one before, and I'm like, fuck it. I'll go do erotic dancing. I don't mind doing erotic dancing. It'll be fun and empowering. Anyways. He doesn't even know what the fucking word gaslighting means. I fucking send him a message, establishing some boundaries and telling him, like, I have suffered so much abuse from him. I have suffered abuse from him, from his PTSD. And I know it's not him, but he is now in that state, has been in that state a long time. Usually in the past, he would express a lot of appreciation and gratitude. And when he'd come out of his states, he would make it up to me. He'd be really good to me. He'd cook for me, make me coffee, rub my shoulders, give me compliments and all this kind of stuff. All these nice things. It's like, okay, like this counts as atonement. You know that I put up with a lot of shit from you. You're making it up to me now. Like we know that this is how it works. But because of this legal case has just completely fucking, because I had a disagreement with him about it, which I have tried clearing up with him many times, but he can't fucking hear anything. I don't think I'm going to respond to, there's part of me that wants to break this down and respond to each of these things the way that he does, but honestly, it's not worth my time. I'm just going to make this video and share it with y'all. It might as well at least entertain y'all and get me some views. So that maybe one day I can make some money from content creation, entertaining people. Because at this point, I just want to be I want my own financial independence. Like, fuck, I'm so tired of being fucking chained down to other people. Like, what the fuck? It pisses me off, him trying to make the letter of intent is for his fucking disability claim. Goddamn piece of fucking shit! God, you're such a fucking idiot! I have told him over and over again. I don't fucking care about the goddamn caregiver stipend. Or I didn't care. Now at this point, if this is what life is going to be like, then yes. If I'm going to be his fucking caregiver, I better fucking get paid for it. Because the past year and a half, has been a huge hit on my professional life, my mental health, my emotional health, coming into my home. Like, I have sacrificed so fucking much. But my goals were always to help him get on his feet, to help him get what he deserves so that he can get on his feet and so he doesn't need a fucking caregiver. Now, given how fucking out of his fucking mind he is, he probably does fucking need a caregiver. But it pisses me off because to me, this is an insult. This is an insult to my honor and integrity. He's trying to make this like, oh, Carol says, no, Alex, I fucking reconnected with my fucking rapist to fucking help you fucking piece of shit! That's right. My ex-stepfather, Dan Brown. You know what? I'm glad that we've reconnected. He's Army. He went through all of the VA disability stuff by himself without going through a damn officer and successfully got his damn disability up to 100%. If Alex would just fucking file the letter of intent, which is just a letter of intent to file, that's the day that they will back pay him once they do up his disability claim. And it's probably about $200 a day. I know one of the things stressing Alex out is that he's running out of fucking money. He told me he'd be out of money by October. Alex, where are you going to live? How are you going to pay for the things that you need? It might take a while to get that damn disability to come back. You need to take care of this. You need to take care of this soon. And you need to take care of this for you. If we're going to break up, and that's fine, right now we're broken up. We're broken up right now, Alex. We are. But you're still family, and I still love you, and I'm still here to help your fucking unappreciative little fucking ass. If you want to just go be another fucking homeless, crazy veteran on the street, then don't. But if you would like to actually improve your situation, then you will file the fucking letter of intent so that me and Dan Brown can fucking help you get the money that you're entitled to so that you're not fucking homeless and that you can afford to buy the medicine you need and all that other bullshit. Because you will not continue to live with me if you continue to be like this. I will not tolerate this level of disrespect, this level of hatefulness. Fucking deceit. You don't realize how fucked up in the head you are when you're in a fucking state. And I'm tired. I've been using kid gloves with you because you're so fucking fragile. I'm not using kid gloves with you anymore. If you can't handle it, motherfucker, if you can't handle someone speaking the truth to you, then you just go do whatever you're going to do. But you're not going to stay in my life like this. You don't get to come into my life and have your fucking episodes and basically become an abuser to me. And it's not just me. Anyone that I'm connected to, Carl, anyone you're connected to, everyone, there is a level of suffering and pain that spreads. You don't want me to call the crisis line when I'm worried that you might hurt yourself or that you might hurt me? Can you please try really imagining, if the role was reversed and you were worried that I might kill myself, or you, would you not call a crisis line? Are you retarded too? I mean, I'm pretty fucking sure you're also autistic, but we need to get your PTSD taken care of first. And if you're autistic, you're also probably partially retarded in some area. There's nothing wrong with admitting you have a weakness, okay? I'm retarded too. So is Carl. But if you fucking face it, that's why we need each other, motherfucker. That's why we need each other. On the spiritual level, we all came down here to help each other, now didn't we? We knew that we would band together as a team, and therefore we didn't mind being retarded in some areas because we knew that we would find people that would compensate in those areas for us. If I can't get to you, if I can't reach you with real world shit, can I reach you with the spiritual shit? You know who we are to each other spiritually. Afraid I'm going to call again fictitiously. Man, I have already told you 5 million times what I'm sorry for, what I'm not sorry for, and your head is just spinning in fucking circles. The arguments escalate in your mind. You're the one that's escalating. You're the one that shuts down and walks out and walks away so that we never get to actually discuss anything because you're a little pussy. Yes, please, revoke me as your healthcare proxy. I don't fucking give a shit anymore. Stop calling yourself my fucking husband and calling me your wife if you're not going to treat me like that way. Fuck you, Alex. The way that you're treating me right here has just completely dismantled everything that you have said to me in the past about how you feel for me. Why would I want to go have a ceremony with you if you don't actually think of me that way? if you really loved me like a husband loves a wife and so on, then you would fucking trust me with this shit, you fucking piece of crap. How many man hours have I put into you? How many man hours have I put into you, Alex? I've put a lot of man hours into you. You know, at least a solid 6 months, like counting every hour of the day. You know, the past almost 2 years, you have consumed almost every day of my life. Yeah, you know, at least, you know, let's just say on average, you and your shit have consumed at least 3 to 6 hours a day, every single day. Every single day. Okay, the legal stuff, I've already told this motherfucker. I've already told him that I fucking support him and shit, that his other lawyer did wrong and all that kind of crap or whatever. But yet, even though I have expressed that I support him and I told him why I didn't support such and such in the past, he can't fucking understand that. You know, he can't understand that, and so he keeps getting triggered by this. His parents are going to arrive. Great, great. His parents are fucking pushovers. I'm glad that they're going to show up for him, but his dad is basically on the verge of death. His mother is old and freaking super sensitive and doesn't know what to do or how to help Alex. She just shows up. You know, she's a sweet woman, but she does not need this level of crap in her life when she's trying to take care of her husband who's just fallen apart and disabled. You know, why his parents are staying in a hotel, I don't know. Why didn't he just have them stay at the house? Anyways. The VA account, that's for the intent to file. We have worked through this shit together before, motherfucker. Motherfucker, I just need the fucking form so I can fucking look at it and send it to you, goddamn asshole! I need time and I'll keep you updated if I need my things from Ohio. Like, we would keep him from getting his fucking things. Alex, I swear to God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your ex-wife and her family were such pieces of shit. You know, here I am telling you that you can fucking stay in the house until the end of the year. At some point, I will be back for a little bit, but I'm not going to kick you out. And if I can afford it, I'll let you continue to stay there for a while. But I've got to be able to afford it. You know, we're going to have an income decrease, a major income decrease come the end of this year. I'm trying to figure out how to keep us afloat. So here's hoping that my OnlyFans account takes off. I will say, it touches me that he addressed Carl several times in this. I am mad at him. I'm upset with him. I will not continue to tolerate this bullshit over and over and over again. But at the same time, during the crisis of the last 3 weeks with Alex, I have seen Alex and Carl begin to bond. As friends, guys. God, my gay friend Fred earlier, he's like, so do they have a relationship? I'm like, well, we're family. Just because we're poly doesn't mean they're gay or that they're bi. I'm the only one that's bi. But women are too much drama. Like, fuck them. Anyways, I mean, and honestly, my guys are basically my women. I'm the man, and they're my chicks, and they're fucking emotionally unstable as all get out. You know, Carl is you know, the internalized kind, and Alex is just a fucking batshit crazy. But you know what? There's a reason they say that, you know, you fuck the crazy ones and you marry the other ones. I guess that's what I did. The Carl's, he's crazy in his own way. But if we get through this, and I do have reason to believe that we will, but I'm not going to expect it because I'm not going to be a whipping post anymore. not if I'm not appreciated. I'm a tank. I can take some hits. I can take some big hits. Oh, I like it. No pain, no pleasure, guys. Hurt me. Oh, God, please hurt me. Every time you hurt me, it just makes me that much stronger. It's my belief that both of my guys need me to be a complete and utter fucking bitch in the best way possible, which is basically tough love, dommy mommy, air out all the fucking dirty laundry, force, public humiliation if that's what it fucking takes, though I don't think that's how it will end up in the end. They need strong boundaries and they need pressure, or they're never going to confront themselves. And if they don't have a hard talk with themselves, then they can't show up in a relationship for me. And at this point, while I love both of my guys very much, I just want them to show up for themselves. I want them to show up for themselves. Like Alex says, Carol, it hurts right now. You're in Florida. I came down here and, well, until Carl came, he would give me no idea of how long we were going to be here. He's like, well, I have things I need to do. I was down here for a fucking, I think almost a week. And he still wasn't telling. And I'm like, I can't stay down here forever. And then when he started talking about he needed to go back to Alabama, he kept looking at me. This was over and over again, looking at me like he's waiting. Like he's waiting for me to say, yes, I'll come back to Alabama with him. No, Mama Bird is kicking you out of the nest. You got to go fly, fucker, And if you fall, that's fine. But you at least got to go try on your own and fail so that you'll appreciate me. And if you don't, then fuck off, man. Fuck off. I do have a bunch of business plans and things like that. And I know they're going to be really big, but it's going to require some startup money. And so I'm going to explore my options with OnlyFans, and I don't know, I might try and do like some sort of GoFundMe and like put in the different trainings and things that I need, the different things that I need to pay for and stuff, both to try and help Alex, but mostly to help myself with my business stuff so that I can actually get to the point where I can take care of all of us and take care of all the people. Fuck, I've basically sent $600 to one friend whose fucking HVAC was out and who doesn't have money for food and shit like that. And that friend is who basically, I said, I was like, they need help. I'm like, okay, I will help you. I will help you out. I really can't help you out much more than this right now. I'll help you out. You help me get this OnlyFans thing going so I can bring in some money. I really don't give a shit about money. I give a shit about taking care of things and getting things done. But I need money in order to fucking help all the fucking people that I care about. Like I've got one friend in PCB. I've never met him in person, but he's one of my dance buddies on TikTok. He doesn't have a car. He needs a job, but he was a caregiver to his mom for several years, so he doesn't really have any skills or anything. And I'm over here like, oh, I wish I had some money right now. I would just hire you to help me with some of my fucking video shit. Or something. I have people reaching out to me asking me for like career advice and stuff like that. Fuck it. Let me get my goddamn companies off the ground. I think Shiatra will be the one that will be, Shiatra will be the first one to be really successful. But I would like to get my consulting and life coaching with Moonforged up. So I can bring in some money. So I can basically just turn around and give it to all these other people and help them out, or we help each other out, that sort of thing. We'll build our own community. We might not all be in the same fucking town, but we can still care about each other and help one another, Anyways, we'll see how Alex responds. I sent the guys. Let's see, can I play this real quick? I sent them a video last night. Where is it? Hear ye. I have decided that I'm now single. After 25 years, at least 20 of those years, putting up with a husband who's deceitful, who lies, doesn't meet my needs, despite me articulating them quite well. And almost 2 years of Alex, who has decided that he'd rather let his PTSD dictate his life than trust the Queen that he chose to help him. I'm done. I'm done. I am done being disrespected. I am done tolerating mentally ill children. If you or they don't recognize my value, you can get the fuck out of my kingdom. I have plenty of other suitors. Not that I need them, but there are plenty. Oh man, high five me. Oh god. Okay, hold on. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna be my own biggest fan, girl. Oh my god, girl. You're a fucking badass boss bitch queen. Yes, you. Oh yeah, okay. I definitely gotta go post that on Instagram. That's good, man. If this was an actual fucking, this is better than TV show. I mean, because this is real life. Real life is so much better. You know, when you live it authentically. Akasio no konashiana. Akasio no konakiana. Akasheo. Okay, I just saw a black crow do a thing, so let me go see symbolism. Black bird. Significant change, transformation, and messages from the spirit world. They can be seen as messengers of new beginnings and of endings. Yeah, that's that song by Smashing Pumpkins. The end is just the beginning, is the blah, blah, blah. You know what? Well, yes, because I am stepping further into my power, and these bitches get to decide whether or not they're going to stick around or not. You know, I understand that it's hard. It's hard to have faith in a monarch that isn't fully in their power. But you know what, guys? I'm here now. So you get one more chance. Or I think you get one more chance. I'll let you know whether I might give you one more chance at the end of the month. The better your behavior is, the more likely I'm to give you a chance. And if not, you can go fuck yourself.